I walk like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes. Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Newton on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Harris. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice Nice gain of 25 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. To the air again, Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
27-yard line.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, it's Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Damian Harris, the ball
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on second down, Newton dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 11.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
This is Harris on the draw. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 22.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Dolphins 7.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know,
the Pats at the line ready to go. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, it's Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Newton's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Patriots 17.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. John Simon able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going deep here for Parker. And some space here. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good for a Patriot.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'll pick up
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Field goal is good. Makes the score Patriots 20.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. And he's going to keep it here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Jones on the coverage.
To throw again, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Edelman set to return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Dolphins 7.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchdown. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on first down. It's Harris down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1-yard line.
This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Rohrwasser for the extra point.
The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returnable for Grant. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I tell you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
A loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Dolphin
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua with a throw complete to Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Stephon Gilmore.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. And now it's 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
14. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Cam Newton sacked.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
20. First down, Miami.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
For the Patriots.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
37-yard.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
Here's Newton now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Harris, the ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, it's Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
40-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23.
37.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
2nd and 6. At the
to throw on 2nd and 6. Newton will find his tight end here, Asiasi. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On first down, Newton. He gets it complete to Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They run with Harris. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
From the gun, here's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 20.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3rd and 6.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Pats, the win moves them up to 5-2.